早上好，下午好，晚上好，后文好是有大建议是新月，今年的生日。Good morning, afternoon, and good evening. I am very happy to greet you all for the celebration of the World Cities Day this year. Desirable futures with present actions is how we must act from the local level to create scenarios that add up to global urban practices. Today, we celebrate the World Cities Day, and what better way to do so than from a city that has been able to evolve over time. This leap from a hybrid city to a global city exemplifies the economic development planning with the purpose of inserting the region into the world economy and allows this beautiful city to be a key node of the globalized market. I would like to thank Mr. Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of the UN, to Ms. Maimouna Mohsharif, the Executive Director of the UN Habitat, Mr. Gong Sheng, Mayor of Shanghai, as well as the government of the Peoples of the Republic of China, for organizing and hosting one of the most important days in the global urban agenda for UN Habitat, the World Cities Day, in which work, discussions, and agreements will be developed as a follow-up of what was done last year in Luxor, Egypt. This is important to continue to point out that the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and its 17 goals provides the best framework for addressing the world's most far-reaching development challenges. With almost 70% of the world's population living in cities by 2050, I am not afraid to say that the future of humanity is entirely urban. As such, although we know that the current crises are global in nature, their development and major impacts have significant local dimensions and repercussions. In most countries, local and regional governments are responsible for coordinating and delivering basic services which are essential to ensure the well-being and development of local communities. Because of their proximity and better understanding of needs and aspiration, it is the subnational governments that are the best positioned to represent them on decision-making tables. As a result, governments have been working to protect their communities, including from situations such as economic crisis, the pandemic, wars, always seeking to safeguard the most vulnerable people and addressing inequalities, providing gender-based responses, making cities more inclusive. Therefore, localizing and acting in cities in the framework of the SDGs will be better to refer the processment of transformation of the goals at the local level, aligned with the national strategies and also in accordance with the priorities of the communities. Then, to be successful, localization must be anchored in the principles of inclusion, multi-stakeholder participation, and multi-level governance. Hence, the importance for citizens to participate in the efforts of their neighborhoods, to permeate other communities and replicate good practices such as water care, regulation of public spaces, and in general actions that make an evolutionary change that human beings, we are obligated to give for the wellness of our planet. So localizing the SDGs involves transformative changes at many levels, and in the last 7 years, local and regional governments have shown that they have initiated the process by revising their strategic plans and integrating them into actions. Therefore, we recognize that the work that has been done in cities such as Mwanza, Tanzania, Tampere, Finland, St. Louis, Senegal, the Greater Amman municipality in Jordan, Bogota in Colombia, and Shanghai, China itself. From the local level, they have made significant changes that have impacted not only their cities, but also their countries in the implementation of projects that have impacted social programs that cover the 17 SDGs and have been reflected positively on the issues of security, inclusion, economic prosperity, and the fight against climate change. From my country, Mexico, the transformative process of digitalization and technological innovation continues, creating solutions such as inclusive mobility in Nayarit, developing smart cities in Chihuahua, creating sustainable jobs in Sinaloa, and promoting urban laboratories in Querétaro with the aim of promoting and complying with the 2030 agenda. From the Mexican Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we continue to work hand in hand with the UN Habitat on the Interconnecting Smart Cities project, in which, from technological development, we promote the opinions of citizens in proposals of local solutions for better urban planning and greater benefits to citizens. It is time to close the gap that separates us from the cities we live in with the cities we want. And the best example is the city of Shanghai, with an ancient history and culture. As president of the UN Habitat Assembly, I hope that this day will be a great success. This is what we have expressed here. We will serve as local action to contribute significantly to our global environment. For more prosperous cities, let us join forces and build interconnected cities. Rangwami Linghi woman, the Shenshe Teng Fang Rang Mahao. Rangwami Shi Tsai Shi Yu Ban Shendang Shi Yu the Shi Yuang Xiang in Xiang. Let's promote our cities and ensure that they thrive and prosper. Let's act locally to achieve a global impact. Thank you so much. 谢谢。